What you get in our Ford Ranger PX1 installation kit. Now, this is a kit that fits the Ford Ranger from 2012 through to 2015. It fits all models, including the Wild Track and the XLTs, XLS, anything of this style of dash. Now, we have two types of kits available on our website. We have the generic kit here, which is available, which will fit every double din on the market, but you must buy another adapter depending on the type of double din stereo that you do fit to it. So that will be sold separately, but this kit will be one whole package, and I'm going to explain to you what is included and show you the differences between that and also the Auto Chimp pre-prepared kit for the Kenwood that we do sell, which is a pre-prepared plug and play solution. So what I'm going to do, we're going to explain a lot more these days on the differences between the products that we show or sell on our website, and that will give you an indication of what you're going to be buying. So hopefully make it easier for all you guys out there. So let's quickly take a look at the generic kit first, and then we're going to show you the plug and play kit as well. If you were to buy the generic kit that actually fits any stereo out there, like I mentioned quickly at the start of the video there, you will need to get a separate adapter which looks something like this. This is an international standard to the type of stereo that you have. For example, this one's for a Kenwood, but if you had a Pioneer, an Alpine, or any other unit out there, it would vary depending on the plug required. So those are about $15 to $19. You can buy them all over the place. We do sell them as well. We don't have them all listed on our website because we don't sell every single head unit out there. We actually use Kenwood units, but if you ask us, we can organize that for you, but we need the model of your stereo. But what we're going to do, we're actually going to run you through what you're going to get in the generic kit. We're also going to show you our plug and play Auto Chimp kit for the Kenwoods. That makes it a little bit easier because we prepare it. So when you get these units, they come with a fascia panel. This is actually what the fascia panel will look like. Now, this comes with new buttons. There's a hazard switch and the lock and unlock switch that is included on your standard vehicle. It will actually come with a little trim ring. So this is a little trim ring. Now that trim ring actually has to be put on the back of the stereo. So that will actually mount here, and that just fills in the gap around the double din stereos a little bit better. And you'll put that on these little clips here. You'll see little dots around the edges, and you have to put that on there and plastic weld it or solder it in that position, and that will make it a nicer fit for you. Now, second to that, you have this, which is a little speaker. Now, this is for retaining the reverse sensor beeping on your vehicle if you have the factory reverse sensors. So if you don't, no need to worry about it. Now, these switches, beware, sometimes they're not included or plugged in here as standard. They are actually in these little boxes, so you will have to plug those in as well. Now, this is an antenna adapter, so this adapts the factory antenna plug into the aftermarket style for every aftermarket stereo. Following on from that, you have the wiring harness here for your switching. So this switching goes into the lock and hazard switch here, and they are color for color. You can't get them wrong. And then it adapts to the factory plug on this end. Now, you will get a pink wire here. That pink wire is the factory illumination wire. So that actually helps the wires light up in the vehicle, and that will make those light up when you connect them. Now, that pink illumination wire must go to the pink illumination wire on the main harness here, which is obviously there, comes with a plug. Just connect them to each other. Now, further to this, this is your main wiring harness. Now, this is going to go in and do all your speakers and all your powers here. Then you have a couple of different connectors, and we're going to quickly run you through those so you know what you're getting, guys. This is a 4-pin plug that plugs into that speaker. Okay, so that does only go in one place. Then you have a couple of different wires. Now, let's quickly show you these. Now, one is an antenna remote. Now, this is a blue-white wire. This is to power the booster on your antenna. You must connect that to the antenna continued wire on your new harness when you get it. It can either be the blue or the blue-white, but it needs power in order to boost your AM/FM signal. Second to that, you have this. This is a green output. Now, what this is a handbrake output for if you wanted to connect to the handbrake wire on that other sensor as well, because some of the stereos don't let you use features as you're driving. But you don't necessarily need to use that. You could just earth out the handbrake wire in that harness so you could use the features like DVD all the time while driving. Thirdly to that, you have this. This is your purple-white wire, and this is your reverse signal out of the new system, and that will tell your system or your new stereo that the vehicle is in reverse. So it's basically a reverse light trigger that will tell the camera to switch on the screen. that goes to the purple white on the new harness as well. Okay, last but not least, we also have these RCAs. Now, these RCAs are if you have a factory 3.5mm jack on the car, you can actually retain that as well. A lot of the vehicles have that, but not a lot of the aftermarket stereos will retain that feature if you do not have a 3.5mm jack input on the back of the stereo, and you would need an additional adapter in order to make that work. So a lot of time, not necessarily because required, because you do have a lot of USBs these days as well. This is the main new plug that will go into this. Now, this is your steering wheel control adapter, and this will read everything, all the software in the car that gives you all these new outputs. Okay, so this will only plug in one location into this module. Okay, and then from here you have a secondary area where your old factory screen on top of the PX1 Rangers will plug into here, and this new plug will plug into where your old screen was. So that will plug into the screen, and the old screen plug will plug into here. Now, next to that is this. This is lastly the steering wheel control output connector. Now, this comes in the kit like this, and this is a universal adapter, which does come with some instructions here on how to modify it. So it will suit every unit out there. As you can see here, Kenwood, Clarion, JVC, Alpine, anything else on the market. So it shows you how to use that. So that is how that actually connects. And this here is your brackets to mount the stereo and some mounting screws. So everything that's included in the PX1 Ranger kit, when you buy the universal kit, that is it. So that gives you a good look at it, guys. So you don't have to go in the store to check it out, and we'll show you everything as well. You guys out there, if you are looking for an all-in-one solution that is much easier to adapt to your car, we show an install video on how to upgrade your PX1 Ranger on our YouTube channel, Carbon Car Systems, and this is how we prepare it for you. Now, we are preparing these particularly or specifically for the Kenwood units out there, because we have tried and tested those, and we find them really reliable, really good value for money, and a really fast unit. The experience becomes really good on those units, so we recommend those, and we do sell and use those. Now, when you buy this kit from us pre-prepared, so this is like what we call our Auto Chimp DIY package for the Ford Ranger, it comes in a little pack like this where we've actually prepared the harnesses for you. And how that's going to come out is like this. So we actually include the Kenwood adapter for you. We pre-lume it, so we earth out all the handbrake wires, so you can use the DVD CD while you're driving. We give you your reverse output to power your aftermarket reverse camera. We actually do give you a reverse camera as well. We pre-prepare the looming in this cloth tape, so it's nice and factory. And we prepare everything, and I mean everything. So we actually loom it all up, powered, ready to go. We also loom this section here. And that is very easy to plug and play installation. We even show you how the brackets install on your double DIN stereo with your Kenwood. So we sell these with the Kenwood units, and that makes your life that much easier. And that's the Auto Chimp version. But hey, for you guys out there that want a different stereo, you are more than welcome to do it yourselves. That is the full kit that we sell for you guys wanting to do the universal stuff. As you can see here, actually, we actually solder this up for you, this little trim ring. So we actually do that, and we prepare that for you. So as you can see here, that's how it's actually going to look in the car as well. Okay, and your unit would fit up there. So that is the Auto Chimp version for you guys out there that want to have a look at the differences. There's no extra parts actually required. If you're buying a Kenwood unit, that will fit all your DDX units out there, DDX 9 series, DMX 7 and 8 series. It will also fit the nav units, and the widescreen units from Toyota as well. Oh, sorry, that won't fit on this car, but you know, all those series are the same Kenwood plug. All right, very easy to use. Hope that's a good insight for you guys.